everyone, my name is Simone Brownlee. Here's what I say. Well. Here I am after, God, I don't even want to say how long it's been because it's a little bit embarrassing, but it has been over a year since I uploaded a video to my channel. Some of you probably did not care at all that I was missing, but some of you might have been wondering, where the heck did Simone go? I have been doing 110 different things, but the good news is I am back and I am ready this time to actually be consistent with posting. I really enjoy making videos, but I just have not had the time to sit down to record anything or edit anything. So new year, new me. Hate when people say that, but I'm saying it anyway. 2022 is going to be the year that I consistently take the time to spend time doing things that I enjoy. That is my New Year's resolution number 1. So I really have 5 main goals and resolutions for this year. I wanted to keep it to a relatively short list because I think the more things you have on your resolution and goal list, the harder it is to accomplish those things because you've got your mind in so many different places. So things that I want to focus on this year are becoming conversationally fluent in Spanish, taking better care of my health and incorporating fitness back into my daily routine, and purchase at least 1 piece of real estate by the end of the year. Ideally sooner. It's been a really long time since I've gotten into a consistent workout routine. I used to run track and field at Temple University Division I, and I was used to working out 2 or 3 times a day at a really high intense level, and having teammates and coaches there to push me and motivate me and tell me exactly what I needed to be doing. So having to come up with my own workouts and motivate myself to get up off my butt after working and physically go to the gym or physically change and start doing a home workout has been a struggle for me for the past however many years. I'm really curious to hear what you all wrote down as your New Year's resolutions for 2022. 2020 and 2021 were such weird, wonky years because of COVID and everything else that was going on in the world. So if you didn't write down any resolutions, I completely understand. I almost didn't either, but there's just something really motivating to me about doing it, so I made sure that I at least had a few. So I want to know what yours are. Leave them down in the comments below. So one goal that I actually had for last year in 2021 that I accomplished was moving from Philadelphia to North Carolina. I visited North Carolina to go see some family several years ago, and pretty much as soon as I got here, I fell in love. I grew up in the suburbs. I'm used to having grass all around me and trees and a front yard, side yard, and a backyard. The smell that comes before and after it rains, you don't get that in the city. Philadelphia will always be near and dear to my heart just because I spent the better part of 7 years there, but it just wasn't home for me in my heart. I knew that it had to be the right time for me personally and in terms of my career, so I didn't want to jump the gun and just sprint down here, not have anything set up, not know what I was going to do. And I also wanted to make sure that everything that I was bringing with me was still going to be satisfying and whole. That includes my partner, my dog, my career, all of that. I wanted to be in a really good place. As you all know, I work in real estate, but at the beginning of 2021, I actually went back to my marketing public relations roots and started doing marketing for a real estate brokerage. And they actually opened an office for that brokerage in Raleigh around April, May of 2021. And when I saw that was happening, I kind of got this feeling that it was meant to be. This is Kismet. This is the time. This is when everything is aligning and falling into place. And I feel this is God sending me the message that this is the time to make that jump, make that leap, and make your transition from your comfortable normal life in Philadelphia down to a new place in Raleigh. I, of course, came down to Raleigh and started doing all my research. I only spent a few days here, but I looked at apartments, drove around to see different areas, and just got a feel for it. I was a little nervous because I wondered if when I got here to visit, it was going to be different than what I had remembered, and I was going to say, oh no, never mind, I actually don't want to live here, because that has happened before. When I was younger, I really, really, really wanted to move to California. I was obsessed with California. I just knew that I was going to live in Los Angeles or San Francisco. I just knew that it was the place for me based on one visit that I had to Los Angeles and Hollywood. I can't even remember how old I was. That's how long ago it was. And in September of last year, I actually went back to California for a visit. And the moment I walked out of the airport, I said, what the heck is this? No shade to California. I will still visit there over and over again, but it was not what I remembered in my head at all. I had elevated it to a fantasy level that was not attainable or realistic at all. So just knowing that, when I came to visit Raleigh, I was dreading getting off the plane and just walking out of the airport and saying, oh my gosh, what is this? I can't believe I'm interviewing for the office down here. I can't believe I'm thinking of making this transition and decision, that I started all these steps in motion and now I don't want to come. But it was the exact opposite. The moment that I stepped out of the airport and smelled the fresh air and looked around me, it was just a feeling of, okay, this is it, you're home. Just being around the scenery of North Carolina, it's such a beautiful place. If you've never been, definitely come visit. Don't stay too long because it's getting a little crowded, I heard. No, completely kidding. But it's just a wonderful place, and I've got all this extra space for Reese, my dog, to run around and play, and I feel like so many more opportunities to enjoy life, go out to eat, drive around. I hated driving in Pennsylvania. I still don't love driving, but it's much more calm and less stressful. People keep saying to me, have you seen how people down here can't drive? And I keep saying, I drove around in New Jersey, Philadelphia, and New York. This is a breeze, okay? It's night and day. Another reason that I wanted to move down here is because I do want to purchase a house and I do want to own multiple real estate assets, and the cost of living down in the south is significantly better, or was significantly better, than it is up north. I will say it's probably getting a little more comparable now in different areas. Raleigh is booming right now because we've got Apple coming and all this other stuff, and it's really bringing in a lot of outsiders who are traveling just like me to move from Philly in New York and California. They're working remotely now, or they're moving into new roles that are growing in the Triangle area. So I think that I'll be able to get a lot of equity if I purchase something soon. So I guess I have to keep that in mind. But the cost of living, I will say, is still a lot better than where I was. It is still going up, and I don't even want to know what pricing is going to be like a year or two from now. But as of right now, it's comfortable for me. All right, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. If you want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye.